Going on about 4 weeks ago, we talked about a massive wave of energy hitting the planet. It is now here, it is measurable, and it seems everyone is trying to figure out what it is. It is part of the awakening and healing cycle of humanity and the Earth, and something much awaited. It is the end of the Draconian or Archon grid. It has everything to do with the arrival of 13th dimensional beings, as well as the Andromedans, whose ships can block out the entire eastern sky, and when powered up can be as bright as 10,000 suns. This might be a hint as to the sun NASA observed coming our way that keeps changing speeds. How is this going to affect Earth? It all has to do with frequency. Those holding on to the past, old grudges, attitudes and emotions, especially the frequency of tyranny, and the arrogance of separation, are not frequency specific to this wave. They will not fare well. The masks are all coming down. This is a healing energy, yet along with it, is the program of universal law. The principles necessary for a healthy society and environment, basically known as universal peace, brother-sisterly love, individual freedom, and prosperity for all. This wave is indicative of the source saying enough, it is finished. This is being played out in the physical, as the liberators versus the controllers, and the controllers are imploding. Humanity is waking up as, well as the platform for life on Mother Earth, Gaia Sophia, whatever name you want to give her. This shift includes other dimensions as well. The controllers, represented best by the Illuminati, banksters, war and disease profiteers, are controlled by transdimensional beings, fallen Anunnaki, reptilians, serpent beings, and what most would call demonic forces. They have suppressed and enslaved humanity since long before the Egyptian dynasties. Thus you are seeing the polarities getting stronger and stronger. If you want to know who is who, follow the money. Who is big money backing? That is all you need to do. Most politicians are controlled by the banksters are controlled by the Illuminati, the uber-rich, most of which have been doing blood sacrifices, which includes children, and acts so decadent and evil most could not comprehend it. In past times, the ceremonies were only held in the highest levels, now they are held at the lowest levels, which is being revealed as we speak. This is not conspiracy, this is fact, and you will not hear about it in the corporate-owned lamestream news, because it is the fake news. If you understood the mission statement of the Illuminati, you would understand how deep this problem runs, and why it is so hard to root out. Their goal is to put their people in powerful positions, to bribe and blackmail those in powerful positions to do their bidding, until they have total dominance of the world. If you don't play ball with them, you don't succeed in climbing the ladder of power and wealth. If you go against them, you will lose everything, your life and your family's lives. Those you would go to for help, the agencies of law enforcement, are owned and participants in many of these satanic rituals, or caught in honeypot blackmail operations, some with underage women, which are dressed up to look much older. I myself have been subject to attempts at entrapment, yet my inner guidance made it very clear: do not go there. It is really that dark and decadent. They also have Manchurian candidates, beautiful women and men, who are very adept in using their sexual energies to control or sabotage the light workers. This ascension wave is the solution. It is the soul activator, the initiation and support of the light workers and warriors, who came to the earth to liberate her and her people. Though most are unaware, there is a stirring inside, some at a very young age, some being awakened now, that things are not and have not been right for quite some time. Many cannot shove under the rug the atrocities to humanity and the earth, as well as what can only be deemed as criminal behavior of their leaders, bosses, friends, or family. This wave is bringing everything up, the masks are coming off and everything will be revealed. Armageddon is defined as the great uncovering, no rock shall be left unturned. It is an internal movement of consciousness and energy, which will find its expression in the external. Everything in this dimension owes its existence to the next dimension up, it is a vibrational ladder. The lowest levels of the fourth dimension have fallen Anunnaki, reptilians, serpent beings, greys, and other demonic and fallen souls. This is being cleaned up. The puppets are loosing their puppet masters. The higher fourth dimension is filled with guides, shamans, teachers and healers, yet they are still bound by their religious or cultural beliefs, which keeps them on the wheel of reincarnation. For those who think this is unchristian, explain to me the quote, "No one comes to earth but he who has come from heaven," or John the Baptist is Elisha who was to come. The Bible with the Apocrypha has many dissertations about reincarnation, yet they were taken out by the Council of Nicaea. There are dimensions beyond the fourth, with whole civilizations existing on them. These are also mentioned in the Bible. The sons of Arcturus, the Orion Council of Light, the Pleiadians, all are riding this ascension wave, adding their consciousness, energy, and talents to the process. There are Sirians, the protectors of the gods, Andromedans mythologically known as archangels due to their magnetized light bodies. There are sixth and ninth dimensional Anunnaki, also coming in to recall the fallen ones and right an ancient wrong. This massive wave, including the higher dimensional beings, and the earth herself in her ascension process, has the dark hearts pressed hard from above and below. What you are going to see is those who are evolving, adjusting to the new energies, will continue. Those who resist will not. The days of the tyrants are over. They are not frequency specific to the evolution of humanity and the earth. The masks are coming down, and you will see them for who and what they are. A little hint, some are not human. Inhuman acts are often carried out by inhuman beings, along with those they have duped and deceived to do their bidding. They have used social programming, religious programming, electronic programming, and ceremonial programming, bribes and blackmail to manipulate and entrap what in many cases were good people. This will all be revealed, the spell will be broken. Many will go through their dark night of the soul as they regain their true conscience and the soul comes forward. We all, to some degree or another, have things to let go, restitution to be made. We have to release the past, remember who we are, and stand tall in our own divinity. The forgiveness of Creator is unlimited, yet the request has to be heart and soul felt, along with the desire and action to right any wrongs. Some will most arrogantly say there is no right or wrong, which is spiritual ego. They are not ascended or beyond karma, it is only lip service. We no longer have the luxury of living in denial, hide behind spiritual aphorisms, and not be authentic and own our stuff. We have to transcend all cultural and religious boundaries, align with unity consciousness, and live according to universal law. The Creator is omnipresent in all creation. There are fallen ones and miscreations that need to be addressed, yet do it from the God within. It is time for each and everyone to make their own personal God, Creator, Great Spirit connection, not the jealous wrathful warring God, or the bearded gods of the past, known as the Anunnaki, some of which were benevolent, some were not. Your religions came from the behavior of these gods. Connect to the all-loving, all-forgiving, God of love from within. Was it not written, "Ye are gods, children of the Most High"? Was it not written, "The temple is within"? Is this not within every culture? Becoming one with the one consciousness that encompasses all consciousness, on all planes and dimensions, throughout the multiverse? Is not love the cosmic glue, the ultimate power in the universe? Do not forget, being enlightened does not mean being a doormat. Enlightenment means being in knowledge of all of it, both sides for the coin and everything in between. It also demands action, and this ascension wave is going to shove you in that direction. Learn to lead yourselves from your own heart and soul. Surfs up, James Gilliland.